Hi there everyone, it's Danny. So today we're going to discuss about something that actually nobody really asked, but I did see some videos on it, and yeah, I thought if ever you might wonder about it, yeah, here's my 2 cents on the subject. Now the question is, why do orchids get twisted leaves? And I have a few examples here and there, and I'll tell you why my orchids have some twisted leaves. Now this is the yellow phal. I have her for about 3 years, I think now, and yeah, when I first started, I noticed it really starts to tilt to one side depending on the sun. And at first I thought I was doing something wrong, and I read somewhere on the internet that people tend to leave the orchid a few days on one side, then switch the position and leave it with the other side, so both sides actually face the sun, and this will actually make it grow straight. Yeah, so I did it, and this is what happened. The leaf, as you can see, didn't know where to turn, and I got a really twisted leaf. It used to be much worse than this. If you can see, the twisting goes all the way to the base here, slightly. So yeah, this is the result that I got. So switching the orchid to face the sun in different sides, not a good idea. Really not a good idea. This is slightly less affected, but as you can see, it still looks rather weird. So yeah, I would not do that. Just let the orchid tilt, and when you repot it, maybe you can straighten up just a bit, or just try to stabilize it. Orchids will tilt. This is how they grow in nature. It's in their genetics, and there's really nothing you can do about it. You will get a tilted orchid, whether you like it or not. Some of them tilt more than others, and so on. But yeah, I really don't think you want to have these types of leaves. Certainly I don't want to have any more orchids that are confused. So yeah, this is the first reason why orchids get twisted leaves. Now I have another one here, and it's pretty hard for me to get her out, but I will try to show you. As you can see, this leaf is really weird looking, and this actually has a different reason to it. Maybe it was exposed to different light sources, but also it was very crammed in her packaging, and when I bought it, actually the leaves were really messed up like this. They were trying to grow normally, but they couldn't because they were forced to grow up like nurseries usually do if they want to save some space. So this is another reason for your orchid to have pretty messed up leaves, and this is the lack of space. If it's crowded, it might get some leaves like this. So with this one, I think there were a bunch of stuff going on. I think it lacked some nutrients as well, and also it was very cramped. Possibly the light sources varied. So yeah, this is what happened to it. But as you can see, it's kind of crowded still. I'll fix that. But as you can see, the new leaves look okay, look normal. They're not really twisted because I didn't change the position at all. I didn't switch it to the other side. I just kept it in the same position, and the leaves really show that. Now here is another more recent example. As you can see, this mini phal is kind of facing this way, but the flower spike is facing the other way. This is just how I purchased it, and I kind of kept it like this, facing this way, because I really wanted to see the flowers. The light source came from this side, and what the orchid did was actually try to rotate its leaf to this side. But when I noticed it, I moved it back to this side. So now it looks slightly confused. Doesn't really know what to do with this leaf. Hopefully it will get corrected in time. But yeah, I decided that this is the way I want to place it, facing the light with this side of the orchid. So yeah, as you can see, the results, if the leaf is just growing, are pretty fast. For a week or so I kept it facing the sun like this, and I really don't like the results. So yeah, be very careful how you place your orchids, how you move them around, because if you only have a light source from only one direction, you'll get pretty messed up leaves like this. Alrighty, so these were my examples. Hope you've enjoyed it and learned something new. And if you want to see more videos, you can subscribe to my channel. Also, you can leave me any questions and I will try to answer them for you. So yeah, I'll see you next time, and thank you for joining. Bye!